Pillbug9 here with another episode of PillbugCraft. So, you'll notice that I haven't actually upgraded any more of my gear to netherite since last time, like I thought I was gonna have time to, but that's because I've actually been, let's get this guy. But that's because I've been preparing for today. Let's see, we can see this guy's armor. Of course not. But I've been preparing something for today, as we're gonna be building, we're gonna be building some stuff today. And that stuff would be a sugarcane farm. Maybe we'll have time to do the bamboo farm too, as I have it designed for both. But what took so long made it so that I didn't have time to do netherite stuff was digging out a big enough place to put things. Oh yeah, and off camera, I helped somebody find their grave. That would have been Sunny the Bunny in the nether. Kind of a little bit of a pain, but I was happy to help. And I guess now we got a thing for it here. Ooh, cool. This is like perfect for us here. There's some gunpowder. It's good because I also need wood. I assume we can keep the shulker box too, which is actually pretty good, as we're gonna need that to move things around in a second here. But what we're gonna wanna do, I guess, is first, I mean, look at all these materials I got from mining out that big area, and every time I expand my base, I actually end up with way more materials than I need, or could ever use. Most of it just goes into making these slabs to do the flooring in here, but that's not quite everything. Yeah, that's about everything that I actually use this for, so I was thinking we should probably set up a little booth to sell things first, and we got a sign because of this, which is quite good. Matter of fact, let's actually put all of the redstone components that we need for the sugarcane farm thing. We'll throw them all in here for now, so that it's easy enough to get them back later. And we're gonna go ahead and set up this little store, actually. It's what we should probably do. Which, of course, we need these. It's not gonna be anything too fancy, but it should at least work. That way we can turn some of these resources that we don't need this much of into a bit of profit for us here. This is good, because I did spend a decent amount of materials and stuff in order to make all of the redstone. So I guess I'll gather a few more materials that we might need to build this thing, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, I think I got everything we need to kind of build this thing. Some materials to build it out of and stuff. And I think we're actually going to put it, like, down here somewhere. Like a little cave area. Guess you'll come down these steps that we kind of made here, the different stone steps. And then maybe I'll dig out a little room in here. I think I went a little bit close to the sandstone there. So let's forget about that and dig in a little bit. We don't need it to be too terribly huge, but I'd like it to have a little bit of room, I suppose. So you'll like walk in, and then there'll be chests and stuff. And we're gonna use this for the walls. Maybe just leave the floor natural. Yeah. That makes the most sense. Okay, so put down an ender chest here for now. And, well, we need some torches to light the place up with. I think they'd be the perfect light source for this. And we also need our chests, which I got plenty of. And some sticks. 8 should be enough for us to just light it up like that. Actually, we'll put the torches in the corners, because I want the chests to go here. These we can turn into slabs so that you can continue to open the chests. Because I do want them to go all the way up to the ceiling. So that'll allow us to put 3 chests, double chests. Oh, and also this side too. So what we need is our stone carver box. This will come in handy right here. Sell a lot of the stuff that's in the stone carver box as well. So first of all, that'll be plenty. So like that, and like that. Now you can't really tell the difference, but a chest should be able to open through that. Speaking of chests, let's make sure. Yep. And then there's the light sources there as well. Perfect. I think we're good here. Now, what we really need to do, I guess, is put the product in there, and I guess we also need to put down the price. So, and a name for this thing. Let's put things in the chests first. Yes. Let's see. We'll put the specialty stones, like the diorite and stuff like that, all together in this chest. I don't need that much granite. So I guess we gotta actually see how much andesite we've got to put in here. Let's start with the granite, actually, because I know I have a lot of that. So this side will be the specialty stone, as the other two are going to be cobblestone products, I guess. And they'll have just slightly different prices. I think the cobblestone will be a bit cheaper because it's easier to get. Don't have enough inventory space for all that. I think we also... Yeah, I had to start resorting to putting all of that stuff in boxes that isn't really designed or meant to have the stone in it. And more granite in there. There's enough granite for one more stack in there, though. So we'll put one more stack in there. And we'll put that in there because it fits. Already have some stone bricks and stuff that we're going to want to hang on to. But this is way more cobblestone than I'll ever use. There's some regular stone, which is fine. So I think this one we're just going to shove all our cobblestone in here. Regular cobblestone in there, and then the more processed stone here. Smooth stone and the other stone. There's actually one more stack of this stuff in here. And then we'll do the andesite next. I might come back when we're done stocking this up, actually. Okay, I think we're good in this department here. So, I guess we just need the prices at this point. I don't have nearly as much of this. So, I think this will be a bit more expensive. Okay, let's see here. Here we go. 3 stacks, 1 diamond. For this. And then all of this cobblestone, I think, is gonna be... Maybe I should put that on the chest in the middle, actually. Yeah, I'll do that. But, so these are gonna be... Type that again real fast. There we go, 3 stacks equals 1 diamond. And then this one's gonna be even cheaper at, actually, maybe I should do 2 stacks for a diamond on the more rare stone. Whatever. These, I'm gonna do 4 stacks for a diamond. Yeah, I'm gonna change the price on these to 2 stacks, considering I don't actually have too much of that. It's more rare. I think that's a fair price, still. There we go. These are pretty good prices, I think. As you don't have to mine that out and stuff as much. Usually people need more of this kind of stuff for crafting materials and stuff anyway. So it's nice to sell that. And we do have some more in our little smelting thing too. And I think I do want to come back and see if I can stock some of this sort of stone. But anyway, this is about it for that. I guess we just need to name the shop. Oh, dear me. I couldn't resist. Pillbug9's Rock and Roll. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Couldn't resist that one. Made it way too easy. Now it's getting to night, so we should... I heard a zombie thing. We should pack all this stuff up and get going. You know what? Just grab all the stuff and run back. Back to the base. Yeah. Went through a night cycle while I was building that, so I had to borrow a bed in this area. Which, maybe we should just do that again? Really? Banners! Phew! Made it in. And we got the hunger effect. Great. Well, hopefully that'll take care of some of this. Probably should have waited to eat that until the hunger effect was gone. Eee, that guy scared me. Okay, I'll go ahead and put away this stuff, and then we'll get our redstone materials ready, and probably get moving along with our farm. We'll worry about the door for that room later. I do have a design that I wanted to use for that. This guy's got an enchanted bow. Did he drop it? Of course not. All he dropped was his useless bones. Well, I mean, I guess they're far from useless bones, but considering we got a skeleton grinder, they're pretty useless. But anyway, I'll go ahead and put all this stuff away, and then I'll see you in the future site of our sugarcane farm. After I get this smelting more of this stuff. Oh dear, I never had my microphone all the way down, did I? Well, I still have a second one that I can actually show here. Probably the part of the footage of me building that's gonna be cut out. I had my microphone up the whole time. Oops. Anyway, I guess, as I was saying, these are the, I guess this is the minecart pickup system right here. It goes underneath these dirt blocks, and here's the block there as well. So what this is that goes underneath the dirt and picks up all the sugarcane that'll be on here. So it's actually not that complicated. There's a hopper underneath this block that'll bring it into a water elevator, which I have yet to build. And this redstone here is what's going to trigger that minecart rail. So it gets it from these observers, which are wired up like so. Oh, they're that many blocks up. So then what'll happen here is whenever a piece of sugarcane grows, those will fire, and that redstone rail will receive an update that sends the minecart on its way. So the sugarcane will land on these blocks here, the hopper minecart will pick them all up, and this is actually double layered as well, so the minecart thing will go up onto the second layer of this, and then it will ultimately drop back down on there. But I do have to build this other side, because we're doing 2 of them here. And this one's gonna need the hopper and the dispenser, or I guess the dropper, which will go there. But yeah, that's how that part of it's built. Now, what we need to do next is both a little bit of unconventional redstone, but we also need to go ahead and build the second system, which is going to be up above. I believe it's 2 blocks above that. And what we're going to do, because I do want you to be able to see the whole thing running, is we're building a lot of it out of glass. Although we probably don't need the blocks above those observers to be glass blocks. So let's run over here, and there needs to be blocks above these, I think. Yeah, blocks above this. And then we need to link up another minecart system here, which I think I need to go ahead and figure out how to do a tower here that loops it around, because it needs to go back in through here. So I guess what we want is, we want it to be able to come out a bit more, and then turn around. We're going to need more powered rails, I'm sure. But we can at least get the general concept there. I guess it actually needs a flat thing to turn around on. One that's more like this, actually. Let's see what I can whip up here, and I'll be back. There, that system there will hopefully get it all the way up there. So it gives us a boost here, and then it might need one more boost right here. So let's see what we can do here. So first of all, we need that. Second of all, we need more powered rails, so I'll go make those, and I'll be back. There, this will be plenty of powered rails for the remainder of both of these. So we'll use 2 powered rails there to give it a little bit of an extra boost. And then here is going to be the second layer of our system. Let's go grab our toolbox and get some scaffolding, as this thing's now getting too high up in the air for us to go ahead and really work on here comfortably. Scaffolding's definitely going to have to go, as glass does actually need to make the whole front of it. Because otherwise sugarcane will go flying off the machine, which isn't what we want, obviously. But let's see. So this will be the back of the water tray again. And we're going to have to be very careful about filling this thing up. That looks ugly, so let's remove that extra block. And then we'll do that. Which again, this block's ugly. Looks more sleek without the extra blocks. Furthermore, we don't actually need the extra blocks. Okay, so that takes care of all that. Now what we want is, we want the redstone above it. Which is gonna like start here actually. Which this is where the bit of unconventional redstone that's probably gonna leave us 1 observer short, because this wasn't originally in the design, is going to be. We're also 1 piston short, I just realized. So I'll grab these. Guess let's climb up there and see if we can go ahead and build this thing. Where did he come from? And why does he have particle effects? What are you doing? Get down from there, please. Spiders, so annoying. I don't think he could have spawned up there, because there's nowhere to spawn. Since when can spiders spawn on walls? Since never, I don't think. But, okay. Now, let's hopefully be able to get this. That's wrong. That's also wrong. We need it to be facing directly up. Let's see. Does this angle help? No. And I just broke that. Okay, I'll figure out how to place that down correctly. Redstone Rotation. That's what we need. Which I actually put in this other shulker box. Things are getting a little confusing around here, but let's hope that this works. Which this is going to be a real pain to place without this wrench. There. Now that's facing up. Which is just what we want it to do. And then we need to put leaves on its face. That's why we're putting the minecart in last, is because otherwise, yeah. I guess this is going to have another similar problem to it. Guess what we need is that to be there. And then that there. And then we rotate the wrench like that. Or use the wrench to rotate the block like that. And then the redstone connects, not like that. connects like that, and that, and then again it's behind the water tray. And then it's pretty much the same thing we did down below. Not that. And we lost a piston, really. Let's grab our piston back. And then I don't know if we need the redstone on the back of this piston, but I put it there in the other one. And we do that. And then we want like this. And then we're gonna wire it all up. Don't know what's up with the spiders. Or how that other one got in. Still trying to figure that out. But I think that takes care of this part of the stuff. So all the redstone is taken care of here. Now what we do need to take care of is the water, which I'm a little bit afraid of, but we need to do that next probably. Because above the water we need to put blocks so that none of the sugarcane ends up in the water where it won't get picked up by the hopper minecart. And I probably do need to work more on that side. Once we get this side mostly operational, then I think we'll take care of that. Okay, let's fill up the one on the bottom first. That's just too narrow of a gap. I guess we gotta fill it up from the front then. Yep, what just happened, what I just thought happened did. Oh no. So I guess we gotta be a little bit more careful and actually click the actual block rather than... Yeah, we gotta click the block behind it when we're doing this, apparently. There, that takes care of that without any more of those instances. Let's fill up our bucket before we cover this up. And then we cover this over so that no sugarcane ends up where we don't want it. Okay, that's the first layer of the actual farm done. Now, of course, we're going to need to do the storage system over here. But we'll do that in a bit. And then once we have this other one completely set and ready to go, then we'll be about ready here. I actually don't think we're going to really have to dig into the wall too much. Now, of course, this cobblestone here is where we were going to place the actual walls to this room. Which means, I guess, over there we just don't place walls there. But you shouldn't really be able to see behind these machines anyway. So, that's useful. Let's get the second floor done and make sure not to do that kind of thing again. Although I'm pretty sure these are full blocks. I think there's a wandering trader up there. I'm still gonna go ahead and be careful and right-click the back. Okay, that's yet again done. Let's just grab a couple more buckets back. Cover this over. And then apart from putting in the actual sugarcane, this thing's pretty much functional. I'll probably do the other one off camera once we've finished this one. Oops, missed one block. And then we should probably test to see if the minecart does actually make it all the way up there. Here, and drop where it's supposed to. But we'll put that minecart in a little later. Right now, we're going to use a placeholder block here. We'll substitute that out for soul sand later. But we need the glass now. We also need kelp, too. So, that'll come in handy. So, we're gonna go ahead and do this, actually. And we're gonna put these other blocks along the back of the tube. Which, if I see this correctly, the tube is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 blocks high, and then it starts moving over on the 8th block. So, how many blocks is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then on the 8th one, it actually moves over. So then it goes up past that, and then over like that, I think. And then we need to go ahead and repeat that on the back here. And it flows over this direction after that. And now I think we need our storage system here. Because what we're going to do is we're going to have it come down the tube like so. And then it'll deposit right in the storage system about here. So there'll be a hopper there routed into a chest at the top of the storage silo we're going to build. So I probably need to change my pictures again to get this part built. And the tutorial I used for the storage silos will be in the description of this video. But the rest of the farm I designed myself. Probably not the first ever person to come up with this design, obviously, but I did try to design the rest of this with my own knowledge of redstone, and it works pretty good. And then the storage silo, though, is not mine at all. Well, by any mean, I used a tutorial for that one. Which is perfectly fine, but I should go ahead and provide proper credit for that person. Although, yes, what we want is a little circuit as well. That goes under the floor. It's an auto dropper, which again, I didn't come up with myself. So let's see here. Can this actually pick up the signal through that block? Let's see if this works. This is a little bit different than what I did in Creative. But let's see, I guess. And no, wait, there's no way this is going to turn into a clock. That's the problem. So I believe it's like that. And then that. Is that right? I need more than one item. Well, that's how I can get a single pulse out of it, but it doesn't keep pulsing. Okay, that would work if I could go ahead and get it to link up properly. Which I think I just did. Yeah, we get an extra pulse through the system like that, but that's fine. That's totally fine. And then this is still going to be behind the wall where no one's going to see it. So that's good. Next, I'm going to change over my pictures so that I can get the tutorial of the other thing going. Okay. The whole thing is pretty much built at this point. So what we want now is we want to do a test to make sure the minecart can actually make it. So let's just do that. Yeah, and the minecart makes it across and drops into where it's meant to be. Okay, I can break that button now. Now then, we need more glass to encase this thing more properly. But I think we're almost ready to put in the sugarcane. And then this farm is pretty much complete, and I'll finish the other one. I'll still finish the other one today, and I guess we'll see how much sugarcane we actually get by the end of this, when we're done building the bamboo one. Because this side's gonna be for the bamboo farm, so when we're done building the bamboo farm, we'll be able to check this chest to see how much sugarcane this farm produced. But I guess let's head back to our smelter real fast, so that we can go ahead and pick up all the glass that we need to encase this thing. I was smelting a ton of glass, and it's probably all done by now because I started smelting that before I even started recording the video. Yep, that's a lot of glass if I ever saw it. So this should be enough to encase the whole thing in glass, which is good. Now we just need to grab our sugarcane, I suppose, and get placing glass and sugarcane, which I'll place down real fast. We don't need this in our inventory for the moment. Just gotta remember that I put it in there, and we don't need that right now. Nor do we need our test button. Now, where did I put the sugarcane that we need to fill it up with? Here it is. So that should be plenty of sugarcane to fill up the whole thing with. So 2 stacks of glass. Let's take care of that. This glass is actually gonna have to come in a little bit so that we can encase the whole rail system and everything. But the main part that needs to be encased for us to be able to do this is this section here, which we should probably also put some blocks next to keep this edge from spewing out stuff. Some glass walls, that way they won't ruin the view, as these glass walls shouldn't be visible behind that. Almost used the wrong pickaxe and lost that piece of glass. Okay, and before we place in the rest of this glass, sugar cane goes in the system. And same thing here. And everything's sealed up. For the most part. Okay, perfect. Now, we just need to, wait for the sugar cane to grow. Yeah, we're gonna need more glass to kind of finish this part up. Actually, I don't think that we necessarily need this part encased in glass. Yeah, let's leave this part not encased, although we do need to kind of wall off a section here so that it's not so easy access to the redstone back here. Probably do like a service access door like right here, which will be next to the actual entrance door, which will be here. But we'll worry about the entrance door some other time, as I think I probably need to smelt up more glass for this side and make a few more redstone resources, but I think I'm going to build this side off camera here, which will probably take a while, but for you it should only be a few seconds from now. So I'll go ahead and do that and get this side built, and then we'll come back to see how much sugarcane this thing's harvested by then. This is gonna be a while. Okay, so both of these machines are now up and running. This one's bamboo, the other one's sugarcane. Unfortunately, it does look like we're gonna have some losses from the bamboo, because they do like to actually sit on top of each other like that. Yeah, and the minecart can't pick those up. But I don't know if there's really a whole lot I can do about that. I'm gonna hope that those just fall down when they push the next time. Aim for a bit of a remedy of that. But anyway, I just finished building it, and this one is already giving us a lot of bamboo. That's the amount that I had in there to populate the machine with. So, that's that taken care of. Hopefully that just falls down when the pistons push it a second time. Or when the bamboo grows, it might fall off, actually. But, yeah. It's able to pick up most of it. I'm gonna have to watch those little things to see if by any chance those, like, do much. Yeah, it only seemed to shoot a few things off of that. But anyway, in the amount of time that it took me to build this second one over here, let's see how much sugarcane we accumulated. Almost a stack, and I would say it took me about another, I think a little bit less than an hour to build this. So, about a stack per hour, I think. That seems to be pretty decent for that. Anyway, that pretty much consumed all the time we had for this episode. Oh yeah, and I guess here are the dudes that are gonna end up guarding our stuff here. We'll do the door next episode. Let's move these guys into their new home, though. Where they're supposed to guard the stuff. They're my diamond tier guards. So, they're awesome. I got one for that and one to guard that. So, let's move Panda here over near the machine he's meant to be guarding. And we'll move Sugar Cube to the machine she is meant to be guarding. Come on. There we go. Well then, I think we're about done here. Let's just put all the materials in here and sort them out later, just to clear out my inventory for now. I'll sort this shulker box off camera in between episodes, because we are out of time for today's episode. So, if you enjoyed it, please consider giving it a like. If you really loved it, consider subscribing. And we're going to be building a lot more of this sort of farm type thing in the near future as well. So stay tuned for that. And I do believe that's about it for me. So, my name is PillbugCraft, and so long till next time. And again, if you want to build the storage silo thing at the end here, the tutorial I used will be linked in the description. Bye.